So a 1 over 20 HP, 1,550 RPM shaded pole motor takes 120 watts when operating at full load. What is its efficiency? Sabi natin, efficiency is the ratio of the output power over your input power. So what is our output power? Ito na po siya. Your output power is 1 over 20 HP times 746. So yung input natin, the motor takes, so we have over 120. That is in watts. So that is simply 746 over 120 times 20. So sobrang baba ng efficiency niya. That is 31.08%. That is the answer, 31.08%. Kasi wala namang binigay na mga losses dyan. Kung may losses, i-add pa natin yung mga losses. Okay, next number. Number 11. So two-pole or a two-pole subsynchronous 60-cycle hysteresis motor has a rotor with 32 teeth. At what speed will it operate? So pag sinabi nating number of teeth, this is also your number of poles. Dumali-diretso lang siyang formula. So the speed, that is your NS, that is 120F over P. Wala naman siyang binanggit dyan na na slip. So we consider na ang hinahanap dito is the synchronous speed. So we have 120 times the frequency divided by 32. Okay, that is 120 times 60 over 32. So the answer here is 225 RPM. Okay, yan ang tinatawag natin na pole teeth. Dun sa sa synchronous motor. Okay, next number 12. So the starting torque of a 25 HP 720 RPM synchronous motor is 150 of its rated torque. Calculate the starting torque in pound-feet. Ganun ulit. Since ang binigay dito is the starting torque, and given yung ating rated torque, parang diretso na itong si number 12 kasi ang sinabi niya dito is hanapin yung natin, the starting torque. So yung starting torque natin is 150% or 1.5 of your rated torque, the full load torque. So mali kanina, na alam na natin yung formula ng full load torque using the power. So power is 2 pi nt over naka-pound feet, so 33,000. This is power in HP. So let's solve now for your full load torque. So that is 1.5. So multiplied by the power in HP, that is 25 HP. So times 33,000 divided by 2 pi times your N. So the N is 720. This is your NR. Okay, so it is simply 1.5 times 25 times 33,000 over 2 pi times 720. So 273.55. 55? Yes. So 273.55 pound-feet. Okay, that is letter D. Next number 13. So it is desired to correct the 2,400 kVA 0.65 lagging power factor load in a plant to unity by installation of asynchronous converters. Calculate the kVA rating of the latter. Okay, so take note, ang ginamit natin dito is asynchronous converter, but yung power factor natin, makukuha aangat siya to unity. So parang ang naging operation niya is parang lang siyang naging capacitor. So kung drawing natin yung figure, yung tawag na ito, yung diagram natin. So originally, andito yung power natin. So pag nag-connect tayo ng synchronous converters, iaangat na yung power factor to unity. Okay, so aangat siya to unity. Okay, yung figure sana natin, di ba, maging ganito kasi this is a synchronous motor. Parang gaganyan sana siya. Kasi mukhang kulang yung given natin. Hindi binanggit dyan yung power factor nung converters natin. Na siguro i-assume natin that your S is equal to your Q. Kumbaga parang yan nga, magiging unity, S is equal to Q. Okay, therefore, the power, your P, is equal to 0. Yung kanyang real power. So, S is equal to 2, both for your, S is equal to Q for your synchronous converters. So, paano natin mahanap yung Q ng synchronous converters? Ito na siya agad. That is simply using the original triangle. So, gamitin lang natin to. So, this is S old. This is P old. And using your power factor, theta, pwede ko na hanapin yung Q natin. Siguro using, sine. So, sine of theta, that is equal to Q divided by S. So that is simply S times sine theta. That is 2,400 times sine of the inverse cosine of your power factor, 0.65. So we have here 2,400 times sine of the inverse cosine of 0.65. So 1,823.84. That is in kilovolt ampere reactive. Tama? But since dito, sabi natin yung Q sync is equal to your S sync. Yun na rin yung sagot natin. That is 1,823.84 kilovolt ampere. So kVA. So ito letter D. So kumbaga yung synchronous converters dyan, yun nga, naging parang synchronous condenser siya. O parang naging condenser nga siya. It is because i-correct niya yung power factor without adding an additional power. So dito, parang yung P natin dito is 0. Ito nga. Okay. Next number. Number 14. So, an electrical system has a load of 5,000 kilowatts at a lagging power factor of 67%. If a 3,000 synchronous condenser is installed for power factor correction purposes, calculate the overall power factor. Okay, so parang ganun ulit, this time naman, binigay niya yung, ang tawag na ito, value natin yung rating ng synchronous condenser. So again, since this is a synchronous condenser, iangat niya lang yung Q natin by a certain level. So ganoon pa rin, kung titignan natin, papasok lang dito yung pinag-aralan natin ng polyphase system using your power factor correction using capacitor bands. So your Q of your capacitor, that is equal to P times tan theta old minus tan theta new. Again, this is a synchronous condenser. So, analysis ng capacitor. Doon sa number 13 kanina, do converters yung binanggit niya, wala, kulang talaga yung given. So, we assume that this is also a condenser. Okay. So, Q of your capacitor, eto siya, Kaso nga lang wala tayong power factor. Okay, so kailangan natin dyan ng theta new. So, ganito na lang siguro ang gawin natin. So, since ito yung formula natin, Check natin. So, yung P hindi siya magbabago, ano? So, your P is 5,000 kilowatts pa rin. Okay, multiplied by tangent theta old. So, what is our tangent theta old? So, we have here... sige. Sa-assign ko na lang siguro. Kasi wala din pala tayong theta nyo. Yun yung hinahanap, ano, theta nyo. So, paano ba mahanap yun? So since yung figure natin pala is itataas lang naman niya, for example, ganito, parang yung kanina, this is our old S, ito yung ating new S. So, hindi magbabago yung P, ano? So, parang yung tangent theta nyo natin, actually, pwede nating, ano yan, in terms of P and your Q of your capacitor. So, siguro ganito na lang yung gawin natin. In terms of Q na nga lang siguro. So, your Q cap is Q old minus Q new. So, anong mahanap natin dito? Okay, so your Q old, yun pa rin, that is P tan theta. Okay, minus your Q new. Pero yung Q new natin dyan, wala. Ang binigay lang is your S. But since this is a condenser, gamitin natin yung relation from number 13, your Q is equal to your S. Okay, so yung Q natin dito is same lang din sa S natin. Ayun, so pwede. Pwede kong mahanap yung Q ng capacitor. So that is P. We have 5,000 kilowatts multiplied by tangent of the inverse cosine of 0.67 minus 3,000. Naging K-bar na to. Okay, that is equal to, so 5,000 times tangent of inverse cosine of 0.67 minus 3,000 sobra minus 3,000. So we have 2540 that is in kilovolt ampere reactive. Okay. So, yan yung ating Q. So, your Q cap. Ay, parang baliktad yata ako. Ito pala dapat yung Q cap, ano? Q new naman yung hinana. Q new, sorry, baliktad. This is Q new. Q cap pala yung given, sorry. Nandito dapat siya. So, this is 3,000. Baliktad niya. This is 3,000 kVAR. The condenser rating pala yung binigay. So, mahanap ko dito is your Q new. So, your Q new is, parang ganun pa rin, 2540. 2540, that is in kVAR. Sorry, it should be your Q new. Kasi yung binigay pala dito is your Q cap. Ito siya. O Q old, yes. So, let's calculate for your Q new. So, sabi natin, tangent theta, that is equal to Q over P. So, Q new over P new. Take note, yung P new natin, di yan magbabago. So, what is our theta? So, theta is the inverse tangent of 2540 over your P new. Siya pa rin yung P old, that is 5,000. Divided by 5,000. So, 0.508. Ayan. So, pwede ko na hanapin yung power factor that is cosine of theta. So, cosine of answer. So, 0.8737. Okay. Ulitin ko lang, no? Inverse tangent. 2540. Mali ako dito. 0.47. Siguro tangent ko lang kanina. Then take the cosine. Ito yung actual answer. 0.892. Final na yan. 0.8916 or 0.892. Nakuha. So, ang hinanap pala natin ito. Your Q of your capacitor. Q new. This is our Q cap. Then yung total dyan is your Q all. Yan. Ang binigay is your Q ng capacitor. Okay. Next number 50. So, an electrical system has a load of, pareha sila ng number 14, calculate the overall kVA. So, ika-calculate daw yung overall kVA. So, eto na siya, your Q nyo. Kasi sabi natin kanina, your Q is equal to your S. Tama? So, your answer is 2540 or no? Doon sa capacitor, yes pala. Sa capacitor, parehas. Pero yung nyo, hindi pwede. So, gamitin natin yung relation. Yung new power factor. So, pag hindi mo nakuha yung number 14, ayun, hindi mo rin makuha to. So, we will use, sine or cosine. Pwede rin naman cosine, pwede rin sine. So, cosine theta is P over S. So, S is equal to P over your power factor na nakuha doon sa number 14. So, your new S is equal to the P new is P old 5,000. Okay, divided by power factor 0.896. 916. So 5,000 divided by answer. Okay, and that is 5608. That is in kVAR. So the answer here is letter B. So, pwede mo rin gamitin yung Q. Pwede rin yung Q, pero gagamit ka ng sine. Basta dito ka mag-relate ng triangle. Ito kasi yung ating new value of S. Okay, S new, ito naman yung S old. Kailangan natin yung new value because of the new power factor. Ito siya. This is our theta old. Okay. Next number 16. So calculate the synchronous speeds of a 60-cycle induction motor having 4, 6, and 10 poles respectively. So yung sagot natin dyan dapat magkakasunod din, 4, 6, and 10. So simply use your formula NS, that is 120F over P. So, unahin natin yung isang pole. So, 120/60 over 4. Okay, so 1,800. So, letter A na lang or letter C yung pagpipilian. Next, 120 times 60 over 6. 1,200. Ito yung sagot natin, that is letter A. 1812, so we are sure na yung isa is 720 RPM. Okay, next number 17. So, three-phase induction motor rotates at 3,510 RPM at normal voltage and frequency of 60 Hz. What is the motor slip in percent? Okay, so itong binigay dito na 3,510, this is your NR. So again, the rotor speed, that is equal to 3,510 RPM. Hanapin ulit natin yung NS using your formula. So, NS is 120F divided by P. So, ganun ulit, hindi binanggit dyan yung number of poles. So, we will find the number of poles using your NR. So, you have 3,510. Okay, that is equal to 120 times F. 60 over P. So again, yung number of poles natin must be an even number. So 120F over 3510. So the number of poles is 2. Okay, so NS. That is 120 times 60 over 2. So bali lalaki siya, no? So we have 3,600. Ayun, pwede na. Your slip, that is S or NS, you have 3,600 minus NR, 3,510 all over NS, 3,600. So 1 over 40 or ilan yan? 2.5%. So 2.5% or 1 over 40, those are your answers. Or 0.025. Okay. Next number 18. Ito, prerogative. The negative phase sequence in a three-phase synchronous motor exists when the motor is supplied with unbalanced voltage. Okay, 19. The circle diagram is employed to determine the performance of A or an, that is an induction motor. So letter B. Number 20. An induction motor always operates on lagging power factor. This is due to, so bakit kaya siya naglalag? So again, this is an induction motor. Stator reactance. Yes, pwede because power factor is due to your X then, ano? Rotor leakage reactance. Pwede kasi related to slip. The large reactive lagging magnetizing current. Yes, pwede rin. That is your imaginary part. So all of the above is the correct answer. Kasi yung current natin, di ba, may kinalaman din yan sa power factor. Okay, next number 21. So if the no-load speed of SCIM connected to a three-phase 50 Hz supply 740 RPM, the motor has how many poles? 140. So again, parang ganun ulit, ano? Ang hinahanap dito is the number of poles. So gagamitin natin yung no-load speed for your synchronous speed. Gamitin pa rin natin yung 720 RPM. Assume natin na this is your NS. Okay, so let's try. So NS, ganun pa rin. That is 120 F over P. That is 740 RPM. So 120 times F divided by P. So P is 120 times 50 divided by 740. Again, this should be an even number. So 8.108. So 8 po. So check natin ano kung over 8. So 120 times 740 over 8. 120F, sorry. 120 times 50. So 750. Kasi kung nag-over 10 tayo dyan, kasi pwede rin yung 10 sabi natin, wala na. Mas maliit na siya compared sa NR. So the answer here is 8 poles. Okay, next number 22. So the no-load current in an induction motor is blank in comparison to that of a power transformer. No-load current. That much higher compared to that of a power transformer. Okay, next, number 23. A three-phase induction motor has 4% slip. What is the rotor frequency? So again, sabi natin, ang rotor frequency is your FR, and this is calculated using your synchronous frequency by the formula S times Fs. So yung slip ay binigay na, Fs na lang kulang natin. So since wala namang binigay sa problem, we assume that your Fs is 60 Hz. That is simply 4% of 60. Okay, and that is equal to 24, so 2.4 Hz. Diba wala kasing binanggit yung problem na frequency, so we assume always that it is 60 Hz. Okay. Next number. Number 23. 24. So an induction motor has a starting torque of 100 Newton meters at full voltage starting. If the starting voltage is reduced to 50% of the rated voltage, what is the starting torque? So again, sabi natin, ang torque is directly proportional to your voltage. The starting voltage is squared. So by ratio proportion, torque 1 over torque 2, that is equal to the starting voltage sub 1 squared over the starting voltage sub 2 squared. Starting torque is 100 if at full load voltage, let's say V, so V squared. So hinahanap dito yung bagong torque niya kung yung starting voltage is reduced to. So yung 2 na yon, yun na yon. That is 50% of your V. So yung torque 2 natin, that is simply 0.5 squared times 100. Or that is 25%, 25 Newton meters. That is the answer. Okay. Next number. Number 25. Mukhang kaya ata nating tapusin lahat kasi dami ng objectives. So the power factor of a synchronous motor, anong kanyang kina-consider? So improves with increase in excitation and maybe even become leading at higher excitation. So that is letter A. Tama naman dun sa motor natin, di ba? Yung kanyang power factor may be depending on its excitation, kung overexcited or underexcited. Di ba kapag ka-over, yun yung nagiging leading yata na power factor. Double check yun na lang dun sa polyphase na lecture ninyo. Pag overexcited, I think that is a leading power factor.